only other thing, Howard, while we're still waiting, if Nate shows up, uh, what do you remember whether or not the LLC has filed taxes? Other thing, Howard. Okay.
Did we lose sound?
Are you there?
Yeah, no, I'm here. I that's the first time I've heard of that one.
Yeah, so the LLC is the sort of official shell of this organization that sort of exists in the ether of things. My assumption is that the LLC has no revenue and has no expenses because it's all resides here. But we got a notification that we had not paid our $150 for the LLC. What was it? It's
Franchise.
the brown card.
Franchise tax?
Franchise tax, thank you. So we're sort of at a loss. We keep adding things to our list of, I wonder what happened before. So once we do this, we'll be done with each of these items. So
Okay.
Okay, go ahead, Howard.
No, I was going to say, okay, that's the first time I've ever heard of the franchise tax or the LLC being questioned for tax.
Yeah, so I have a file that I inherited from Mary that shows every year the payment of those franchise taxes. And then there's a card and no payment for, no, I'm sorry, was it?
19 and 20 haven't been paid, I think.
19 and 20 didn't get paid, but there's no card for it. So I think that's why they suspended us for, and this is before my time. So we're just trying to figure out how to reinstate ourselves.
Okay.
Okay, just letting you know. So you want to start with that, Nate?
Yep, let's go ahead and get going.
Okay.
I will go ahead and call to order the Financial Committee meeting for February 8th, 2021. Roll call, Howard Alsdorf.
Richard Burrows.
Debbie Lujan.
Bonnie.
Hey, Bonnie.
Bonnie.
Bonnie Caldwell. I'm sorry, my dogs were freaking out and I had to mute it for a second.
And Victor Craig.
Yep.
BC.
Thanks, y'all. So, Bonnie, I'm just going to rely on you for any hot spots or anything that we need to make note of this month.
Okay, Richard, do you want to say anything? I think everything looks really good. But
So I'm looking at the summary sheet, which is 7 months ended January 31st. And everything looks pretty much on track. And what I thought was wonderful is it said total revenues showing the percentage of budget that we currently have in hand. And it was 57.79%. And I'd like to thank you for keeping it under the expected 58%. So clearly we're saving money right and left here. So
I believe we are, and Rich, I bet you're probably going to address this ESSER 1 and ESSER 2 money. It has really been a blessing, I'm sure, for all schools, but you might want to talk a little bit. I don't know, you may be planning on talking more about that, but.
Well, I am going to bring it up at the board meeting. And so we have some few tens of thousands of dollars left in ESSER 1. And what I'm trying to do is keep that open as long as possible in the event that we have something that is unanticipated.
Right.
We have 4 to 5 times the amount of money in ESSER 2 than we had the previous year. And then, as you know, and I know, the extended deadlines for ESSER 1 and ESSER 2 put expenditures until December 2022. So we have pretty good coverage. And if we have more ESSER funding even after next school year, it really is our saving grace during this particular time. So
right.
I don't want to fall into any kind of pattern of expectations here, but if we have this cushion now, we need to be thinking ahead for how to replace these funds after they're gone. Yeah.
It's allowed us to pay for some things like some software and computer hardware and things that normally may have come out of operating. Howard, we've been able to use these federal special funds to pay for a lot of things.
So that means, Howard and Bonnie, that what I'm going to do as we launch into the next school year is I really want to do a very detailed analysis of who it is we have contracts with. So rather than just getting an invoice for $16,000 is it not that we don't need it, but is there a better choice for these particular funds, or are we already covering that expectation in another contract? So, because right now I feel like we've just added one house on another, on another, on another. And I want to take a really careful look at what we need, don't need. Yeah. So other than that,
I agree.
Yeah, other than that, Bonnie, I don't have any other sort of hot spots in the budget.
No, I don't see anything either. Everything looks great to me. I think we, on our budget for salaries and stuff, we might even have a little buffer left in there at the end of the year that we weren't anticipating out of teacher salary, perhaps. So
that's good. So our carry forward from this year to next year for federal funds, is that 10%?
I think it's a 15% aggregate. That 10% you're talking about is like anything, say, in Title I that's for literacy. They don't want you to spend over 10% of what was budgeted. And I think we need to do, and you and I have talked about it some already, we need to go ahead and look at spending some of our federal funds down.
Yeah.
So, they gave us a break last year. Howard, you've heard us say this, I think. They gave us a break because of COVID. We didn't have to meet that expectation and spend everything, but we need to do it this year.
Okay.
Yeah, so go ahead, Howard.
No, I was just going to say, when you were talking about the invoices and the expenses, Rich, and I don't know if you're familiar with the co-op up in Fayetteville, but usually we go through them to get, I guess, better deals. I don't know the whole scenario of it, but they do offer avenues to get things at reduced cost.
Right. I do work with them. I actually attend their regular meetings now. So everything's pretty copacetic on that side. It's just things like $16,000 subscription for math interventions for the elementary school. And I think, do we really need that if we're really doing quality instruction and teachers are doing the things they need to do, as opposed to just having a big box of Band-Aids in the closet, as opposed to let's spend $16,000 on professional development and get our teachers in good order.
Agreed.
Yeah. So could this be the shortest finance meeting on record?
Yes, it could. And this is what a good team looks like.
So do you have any questions there? Look, he's smiling. So
I know.
Okay.
I don't have.
Smile, Howard.
I don't have any other questions. I usually will rely on you all to point out the hot spots.
I'm not feeling any heat right now. Are you, Richard?
All right.
Well, it depends on what category you're talking about, Bonnie.
Yeah, exactly.
Indeed.
Oh, that's true. Financial heat. Let me rephrase that. Yes, exactly.
So I can't remember who the group is, but the heat is on.
The heat is on.
All right.
There's always a song in there somewhere.
But there's got to be a light at the end of the tunnel somewhere, right?
Absolutely.
Or another challenge.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
All right. Well,
I think
go
we're
ahead.
good. We're good.
All right.
for tomorrow. Yeah.
Good deal. I appreciate it, everybody. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we'll talk to you next month.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Y'all be
Bye.
safe going home.
You as well. Or you're already
Thank
home.
you.
Yeah, you're right. So are you.
All right. Be careful.